Please be seated. Wow, this is a little bit different graduation. Welcome, everyone. Graduates, faculty, administrators, trustees, families, friends, and guests. My name is Bill Root, and I have the absolute pleasure of serving as the 19th president of this great college we know as Marietta. Today we gather to celebrate the graduation of the 184th class from Marietta College, and actually are graduating you in person, the 184th class, a day before the in-person graduation of the 183rd class that actually graduated virtually, and we are keeping our promise to them that we will graduate them in person tomorrow. Let me start with a few housekeeping items for this unusual last 14 months. I know our students have heard about the Marietta College cocktail throughout the academic year, probably ad infinitum. And I'm sure that one of our clever graduates will go on to develop an actual drink for a future homecoming celebration. So keep that in mind, graduates. But today I want to remind you that you're still going to follow those current guidelines with a few modifications. First, for family units, please remain in your cluster with your masks on while inside. Our students should keep their masks on as they cross the stage after accepting their diplomas. A picture will be taken. You may remove your mask after you go off stage, back behind the black curtains, and have your picture taken for a normal graduation picture. And if you'd like both, you can do both. If you want one with the 2020 mask on, you can do that. If you want one back here with the mask off, feel free. Once the ceremony is over, our new graduates will file outside, picking up a goodie bag on their way out at an assembly outside. Families will be dismissed by our student ushers, so please remain in your seats until an usher invites you to join your student outside. So students, goodie bags will be outside. Families, goodie bags will be inside as you're escorted outside. You also notice we have plenty of hand sanitizer stations throughout this space and plenty of soap and water as appropriate in our restrooms. Masks, physical distancing, hand sanitizer, monitoring your symptoms. Here's hoping that your Marietta College cocktail ingredients have a little bit more pizzazz than ours when you leave. Now, we gather to recognize the accomplishments of the members of the class of 2021 as the 184th class. You become a part of a great tradition at one of the finest private independent liberal arts colleges in America. Marietta College graduates hold leadership positions around the world. I'm pleased to welcome all those assembled with us for this joyous occasion. This includes, of course, parents and families of graduates, the people who have provided support to you guys, both moral and financial, and who have believed in you sometimes when you were not sure that you believed in yourself. I also want to extend a special welcome to the families who have traveled to Marietta from locations both close and very, very far away. Welcome to our beautiful campus. The weather is this day every year on the 1st of May, so feel free to come back. And if you believe that, there's a bridge I'd like to sell you. Okay. I'm very proud of all of you guys in the class of 2021. I'm proud of your leadership in finishing your senior year at Marietta College. As you have read in my frequent communications with the campus regarding COVID-19, we're all adjusting to these unusual times. Today's celebration of your achievement showcases what it means to be a Marietta College pioneer. We're also commemorating your accomplishments and creating another new, very unusual, very interesting, memorable occasion that you get to share with your family, friends, and classmates. We also have faculty and staff who have challenged you, who have helped you, and have allowed you to explore new worlds. Among them, each of you has mentors and I hope friends for life. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate the hard work by these graduates. With the faculty and staff of Marietta College, please stand to be recognized. Whether you're gowned or whether you're here, please stand, faculty and staff. Thank you very much. Thanks for all your support. Graduation celebration is a special moment in the life of a college. It is special for the family and friends who honor our graduates by your attendance. It is special for this college that has a rich and remarkable history. It is very special to the faculty who always put students first and whose commitment to learning, discovery, and engagement has made Marietta College a prominent center for educational success. Finally, it is even more special for our graduates, whose hard work and commitment to learning we honor here today. Graduates, you have earned the privilege of being here. We know this graduation celebration will be meaningful and memorable, and we thank you for being with us for this celebration. Now, to introduce the folks behind me, joining me on the platform are Mr. Matt Weekly, Chair of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Mike Salvino, our honored guest and speaker, and Dr. Janet Bland, our Provost and Dean of the Faculty. This is a day of celebration, and we're delighted that all of you can be with us today. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Matt Weekly, Chair of the Board of Trustees of Marietta College. Matt?
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome the families, friends, and supporters of the class of 2021. I want to commend you for the value you've placed on a liberal arts education, one that will make our graduates leaders in their communities and in our changing world. To the graduates, we offer you our heartfelt congratulations. Today you join the long blue line of Marietta College alumni, a group of distinguished and successful individuals who have brought honor to this college and themselves. We are pleased to have you join our ranks. My hope is that you will stay connected to Marietta College from this day forward in a very meaningful way. We need your help to continue the fine tradition of this college for generations to come. Best wishes to each of you today and forever in every road you take.
I'm honored to be addressing you, the newest Long Blue Line members from the graduating class of 2021, in my role as chair of the Marietta College Alumni Association. My heartiest congratulations to you, each of you, to your families and friends on this historic time in the history of Marietta College. You are now embarking upon the next major chapter in your lives. It is definitely disappointing to me that I was unable to have been with you in person for your graduation ceremonies, as I've come to know a number of you over the years and would have so enjoyed seeing you, congratulating you personally, and meeting members of your family. As I reflect upon the years in which you have graced this earth, I realize that for many of you, your lives have been bookended by dramatic and life-altering events in the history of this country and the world. Near the beginning of many of your lives, your families in this country witnessed the terrorist attacks on American soil on September 11th, 2001. And now for the past 2 years, you've experienced and lived through life-altering health and economic threats of the COVID-19 virus. Yet here you are, successful Marietta College pioneers, beaming with joy and enthusiasm as you move on to the next stage of your life. During my 4 years at Marietta, on November 22nd, 1963, our beloved, popular, and inspirational President John F. Kennedy was assassinated, which sent chills and fears throughout our campus community. But like you and what you have endured, we were nurtured by supportive faculty, administrators, and staff who brought a calm and stable influence to the entire college community. It demonstrated to me, and I'm sure to you, what it really means to be a Marietta College pioneer. For whatever the obstacles we experience in life, we are all there for one another and will rise above the challenges. The Marietta College Alumni Association, founded in 1841, today numbers over 24,000 members located around the world. We welcome you into the long blue line. We are here to support you and likewise expect you to be there to support one another and future Marietta College students. We have each been mentored along the way by caring faculty, dedicated administrators, and tireless staff. We each look to you, our Marietta College network of friends and alums, for further connections and support, and relish the lifelong friendships that result from dormitory, Greek, athletic, classroom, and social life. We've each benefited from previous alumni who have generously supported the college so we could benefit from its outstanding quality education, and we will expect you to pass it forward and to future generations of pioneers as well. While this COVID-influenced year is causing me to speak to you through electronic means in this post-graduation video, I hope to personally see and meet you at October's homecoming and at future homecoming events. I and other alums want to know how you are doing, how we can help you traverse your first job opportunity, and where your future career and personal lives take you. And we want you to stay engaged in the life of Marietta College. Again, welcome to the Long Blue Line. On behalf of the Marietta College Alumni Association, I extend to you our best wishes for your health, happiness, and personal and professional successes in the future. Go Pioneers.
The Senior Class Challenge program began in 1997 with the goal of promoting a culture of philanthropy among the graduating class and encouraging individuals to make their first gift to Marietta College. We, members of the current senior class, recognize the importance of annual giving, and with this first donation to Marietta College, we are showing our support of the future Marietta College pioneers. Students who have donated at least $5 to the Senior Class Challenge are noted in a special section of the Commencement program. Those who gave $20.21 or more are also wearing gold lapel pins on their commencement gowns. Today, we would like to thank all of our fellow classmates who made gifts to the Senior Class Challenge. On behalf of the class of 2021, we would now like to present President Rude with this check in the amount of $2,673.92, representing our gift to Marietta College through the Senior Class Challenge program.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so very much. It well exceeds the class year of their graduation, 2021, and we thank them for their very first gift. And of course, we look forward to the opportunity for many more. Thank you so very much. Will Leah Seaman and Jacqueline Mulvane please come forward? Milo Parker Jewett taught at the Marietta Collegiate Institute and Marietta College from 1833 to 1848. His will established the Jewett Prize, which is awarded annually to two seniors chosen in a public speaking competition. In the 19th century, every graduate of this college was required to give an oration as part of the commencement program. To the relief of most of you, we now have reduced the oratorical expectation to a presentation by the top two Jewett Prize recipients of the class of 2021. Jacqueline, would you please come forward? Jacqueline Mulvane is from Columbus, Ohio. Jacqueline is a strategic communication major with a marketing minor and a certificate in health communication, and I believe on her way to law school. Jackie, we would like to congratulate you as the second place Jewett Prize winner for your winning oration, The Final Draft. Congratulations, and the podium is yours.
Thank you.
Right there.
Thank you.
Sorry, technical difficulties. My biggest passion in life is public speaking. And from my freshman year, when I heard the Jewett speaker at graduation, I knew I wanted to be able to stand up in front of the class of 2021 and give a sappy, heartfelt speech that reflected on this crazy ride we all call college. I've rewritten this speech 3 times since then, and each time I sat down to write it, it was because I had a come to Jesus moment and would undergo a powerful experience that has come to shape me into the woman standing in front of you today. In this, my final draft, I can't promise you that this speech will be sappy, but for those of you who know me, also can't promise I'll make it through without shedding a tear. I can promise you, though, that this speech will not be as bad as being told to wear goggles to class on a freezing day instead of just canceling. Through this speech, my hope is for the class of 2021 that you can reflect on your own memories and can relate to one or more of these lessons that I have learned myself. I played softball for 15 years of my life, and even though I took math 3 times at Marietta College, my trusted calculator told me that 15 years was 71% of my life. I was in shock. I mean, think about that. 71% of my life dedicated to the sport of softball. Through countless hours of practices, games, literal blood, sweat, tears, and yes, even once poop. I've learned a few lessons in that time, like always bring extra shorts to practice. More seriously though, the sport of softball has taught me patience, hard work, teamwork, but most importantly, it has taught me to have faith in myself. That for me was lesson number 1 in college. I feel like a lot of people in this room can relate to me when I say that as a freshman athlete, you come in eager like a puppy. All you want to do is be the absolute best you can, play hard for your team, and show off the talent you have worked so tirelessly for. I was no different. I wanted to get out on that field and show the world what Jackie Mulvane was made of. And I was given that opportunity. Jeannie Arbuckle, who is sort of like a legend around this campus, was my coach freshman year. Let me set the scene for you. It's our annual spring break trip to Kissimmee, Florida. It's the first day of play at 8 a.m. The sun is shining. I am dead to the world. While I'm asleep on a bucket of balls, Coach Arbuckle comes over and kicks me in my foot, startling me, and says, "Wake up, Jack, let's go, you're starting this game." That game, I pitched 1 inning. The other team scored 5 runs, and we ended up losing. I was so disappointed in myself because I knew I could have done better. And in the back of my head, I knew I ruined my one chance to show my talent, and as a result, I would never see the mound again. Don't worry, though. This story does have a happy ending. Unbeknownst to me, I would see the mound again that very same day. Coach comes over to me, puts the game ball in my hand, and tells me to go get warmed up. Before can I object, and she walks away. I'm left standing there, looking at the ball. And our assistant coach, Brianna Fink, comes over and says to me, "What's on your mind?" I said, "I don't want to screw this up again." Then she says 3 words to me I will never forget. She says, "I trust you." She followed this up with, "You need to trust yourself," and walked away. I'm not sure if she remembers that conversation, but it's been 4 years and I have never forgotten a single word. Every time I doubt myself in a class, in making a life decision, in anything I do, I think back to those words and it grounds me and it reminds me to have faith in myself. While it's vital to be able to trust ourselves and our decisions, I think every person graduating here today can agree with me when I say there is no way we would have survived college, and I mean that literally and figuratively, without the people we had by our sides. For some of us, lesson number 2 was learned the easy way. And for some of us, like myself, lesson number 2 was learned the hard way. My junior year, I was asked to attend a conference as a representative to accept an award for an organization on campus. Everything was going well until I ate the chicken salad from the buffet. As I'm standing up there with my peers and my advisor in a room full of 100 people, I felt a rumble in my stomach. I pushed the urging cramping aside and continued to smile for pictures. As we got back to our table, I calmly walked to the bathroom, pulled up my hair because I knew what was about to come. I didn't even make it all the way through the stall door before I was staring back at that chicken salad I'd had on my plate just 20 minutes prior. And if that wasn't bad enough, on our way back to my hotel, my former advisor and now friend, Elaine Sanders, had to pull the car over twice. For the next 12 hours, I continued to suffer from horrible food poisoning. Like a superhero, though, Dr. Sanders was there for me in full mom mode and was constantly checking on me, pumping me full of fluids, and making sure I snacked on crackers. It was in these moments that I realized we truly are family at Marietta College. We look out for one another, we lean on one another, and care for the people we love, no matter if it's our friends, your teammates, your brothers, or your sisters. This is what it means to wear navy blue and white. This is what it means to be a pioneer. I have one final lesson for you before we depart, and it starts with a memory. This winter, I was standing with friends at the top of Harrison Hill sledding, waiting for our turn with tote lids and trash bags in hand. I took a minute just to breathe it all in. Somehow, in the midst of COVID, depression, and burnout, the people on this campus found a way to laugh and a way to smile. I went back to my room that night and reflected on my time at Marietta and the people I met here. I would be lying if I said I didn't cry. But what I realized is this college and the memories we made here is unlike any place that we will ever know. So today, when we begin our new journey and leave campus for the last time as students and for the first time as alumni, I want you to think about this final lesson and what Marietta means to you. Please remember to stop, look around, and for one final time, breathe it in, and remember why you chose Marietta, why you continue to stay, and most importantly, where you are going. Thank your professors, your friends, and of course your family for helping you get across that finish line. Marietta might just be a small college along the Ohio River, but I feel confident speaking for all of us here when I say it has left a big impact on our hearts and in our lives. Thank you.
Good job. Leah, will you please come forward? Leah Seaman is a Communication Studies and Studio Art double major from Philippi, West Virginia, also completing a Madonna Leadership Studies minor. And I might also add, if you have a chance to go over to the Multicultural Center, has painted a room-size mural reflecting all of our differences and all of our similarities, and each hand is holding a different building at Marietta College. It's quite a sight to see, and it'll be there for a long time. Leah, we would like to congratulate you as the first place Jewett Prize winner for your winning oration, Trust the Process, Create the Masterpiece. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, and welcome to all administration, faculty, staff, fellow graduates, and loved ones to this momentous occasion. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but if you had told me 4 years ago that one of my biggest concerns on graduation day would be making sure that my mask matched my outfit, which it does, I would have laughed you off campus. And yet here we all are, 6 feet apart, masks on point, ready for the next chapter in our lives. And now, a reflection on life from a soon-to-be graduated artist. In 1503, a man sat down in front of a blank canvas with a brush in hand and a plan in mind. His model posed patiently before him, and for days, for weeks, and for years, this man labored on her portrait. Some claim that he worked for almost 16 years to get this painting right, failing time and time again to get this painting absolutely perfect. Her smile was not quite interesting enough. The composition did not work cohesively, and her gaze did not yet draw the viewer in. The artist went through many highs and lows with this piece, and some days, I am sure, he wanted to toss the whole thing in the fire and be done. Yet, at the end of those 16 years, Leonardo da Vinci finally put down his brush, stepped back, and gazed at what would eventually become one of the most globally renowned paintings to ever exist. the Mona Lisa. When we approach the blank canvases in our lives, whether it be our collegiate careers, our athletic callings, or our professional vocations, we never truly know just how much time, how much effort, and how much energy will be required of us. Leonardo definitely didn't. There is a certain amount of anxiety that comes with beginning a new chapter or a new work of art. Yet if we put faith in the notion that the creation process will get us from start to finish, regardless of the doubts and regardless of the fears, then we just might come out the other side with a Mona Lisa of our own. Let's take our time here at Marietta, for example. We came to college with a blank canvas as first-year students, eager or absolutely terrified to begin our next creations. We cautiously put lines on our canvases by joining clubs, taking different classes, and meeting new people. Sure, we had a general idea of how we wanted this all to go down, having a degree being one of those ideas, but I know I certainly had no clue how I was going to achieve that goal. Yet the more we drew, the more classes we took, people we met, and activities we got involved with, the more we started to understand what the overall image just might look like. By the end of that first year, we had a basic sketch laid out to build our collegiate masterpiece upon. And then we took our next few steps, being our sophomore and our junior years, and we began to put paint to canvas. We started getting more involved in the activities we loved, we invested ourselves in our classes, and we learned who our social groups were. As we looked at this marked up canvas of ours, we grew confident, seeing the overall image that was slowly starting to appear. However, like Leonardo, we were eventually confronted by the unavoidable hiccups in that creation process. We began relying way too much on ramen noodles and energy drinks for fuel. We pulled more all-nighters than was healthy, and we soon discovered that, yes, apparently, the syllabus was a pretty important document to read. We began realizing that this creation of ours was asking more of us than we thought we could give. For some of us, that meant writing reports more often than sleeping. For others, that meant reprioritizing our grades over trips to the townhouse. For some of us, that meant realizing that the path we were on wasn't quite right, and so we had to change directions. And for all of us, the whole world fell to chaos over one spring break, and suddenly hanging out with our friends became the new definition of high-risk behavior. It was during those moments of chaos that some of us, myself included, wanted to just pitch the whole thing in the trash and be done. Yet, it was also during those moments of chaos that we were forced to put our noses to the grindstone or add another layer to the canvas and trust that somehow the creation process would get us through to the conclusion, regardless of our doubts and regardless of our struggles. It was when we began to let go of our need to be in complete control that we started to watch our creations evolve organically. We moved on to the next steps in our process and learned some really important lessons along the way, like the necessity of unmuting yourself before you start talking in Zoom, or learning to accept some of life's really hard lessons, such as dealing with the loss of a normal Marietta College senior year. If the past 4 years have taught us anything, it is that even though life can get messy and it can get very crazy, you do have the potential to produce your own Mona Lisa at the end of it all. The diploma soon to be in your hand is proof of that. At some point in your journey, you will realize that your piece was gradually coming together around you, despite the doubts, and despite the worries, and despite the fears that you had had throughout the entire process. So now here you are, in the final stages of what is soon to become your 4-year painting. Like Leonardo, you took risks. You experimented with different colors, and you gave more than you thought you ever could. Today, you finally put down your brush, stepped back, and gazed at what has become your Marietta College masterpiece. And soon, you're going to be moving on to your next creations. Perhaps you're starting a new job. Perhaps you're going to move across the country. Perhaps you're going to finally figure out how to do your taxes. Any one of these next creations are going to challenge you and push you to put faith in the process of creation and trust that it will see you through to the conclusion of this next masterpiece. I encourage and I speak to all of you. When you start a next canvas in your life, to take a step back and look at the masterpieces you have already accomplished. Leonardo painted around 20 other beautiful paintings before the Mona Lisa came to be even a thought in his mind. I want you to try to remember those moments when you trusted the process of creation to see you through, even when it asked more of you than you thought you could give. I can't tell you that this trust will make producing your next creation or starting your next canvas any easier. But what I can tell you is that putting faith in the idea that the creation process will get you from start to finish, regardless of the struggles, regardless of COVID, regardless of the doubts, helps you view life as a little less intimidating and a lot more exciting. Be proud of the masterpiece that you have worked on tirelessly these past 4 years. And I hope that you remember it often when you start your next creations in the future. Whether it takes you 4 years or 16, know that you too have the potential to create your own Mona Lisa. Congratulations, class of 2021. It was insane, but we did it. Thank you.
Go back that way. Families, you got a pretty good look at why we, the faculty and staff of Marietta College, love what we do. We get folks like these two in the classroom each and every day, and they're sitting right out here in front of you. So makes us pretty excited. So thanks, Jackie. Thanks, Leah. Much appreciated. Now I'd like to interview. I don't want to interview her. I want to invite her. I want to invite Dr. Janet Bland. So I'm going to interview you now, apparently. I'd like to invite Dr. Janet Bland, our Provost and Dean of the Faculty, to the podium to introduce the prizes and awards for the day. Janet.
On several occasions during the academic year, we honor and reward our students for achievements and contributions to the campus community. Today, we focus on our graduates. Let me call attention to the list of prizes and awards in today's program. These awards recognize outstanding performance by our graduates. In addition, the program also lists graduating seniors who are members of college honor societies. You will note that some of our graduates have cords around their necks. They represent memberships in honoraria, and the colors represent their various disciplines of study. Students who have completed honors programs, and for many that includes an honors thesis, have gold tassels on their mortarboards. Please join me in recognizing these accomplishments. Congratulations to those award winners. Will Katie Kitchen please stand? We would like to now recognize our valedictorian and salutatorian of the class of 2021. The hard work and determination of these two students, has won them the honor of becoming class valedictorian and salutatorian. The salutatorian of the 2021 graduating class is Katie Elizabeth Kitchen, with a cumulative GPA of 3.983. Katie's from Marietta, Ohio. I'm so psyched for you, Katie, and is a double major in political science and English with a McDonough leadership minor. You will notice that Katie is wearing a special gold stole. Are you wearing a special gold stole? She will be, which recognizes her profound academic achievement. Regrettably, our valedictorian is unable to join us today. We have a photo. The valedictorian of the class of 2021 is Xiaoyu Zhang, with a cumulative GPA of a 4.0 and a major in educational studies. Xiaoyu is from Shanghai, China. Congratulations to our very top scholars. At this point, I would also like to note the presence in the graduating class of 4 members of Phi Beta Kappa, the most respected of academic honorary societies. Marietta College's chapter was established in 1860, the 16th in the nation. We are very proud of that. Let me ask the members to rise as I read their names and to remain standing. Please reserve your applause until I have read all 4 of the names. The members of the class of 2021 who are now members of the Gamma of Ohio chapter of Phi Beta Kappa are Lauren Jane Eckel, Katie Elizabeth Kitchen, Madison M. McCormick, and Sarah Catherine McNear. Congratulations. You may be seated. We also want to recognize the recipients of graduation awards selected by Faculty Council. I ask each recipient to rise and be recognized as I read their names. Again, please reserve your applause until I've recognized all award recipients. For the Frank E. Adair Prize, this is given annually to the member of the graduating class who has been the most outstanding during his or her college career in building morale, esprit de corps, and loyalty to the ideas of the college without particular relation to academic standing. The 2021 recipient of the Adair Prize is Gavin Scott Linkhouse. The Alumni Association Community Service Award, established in 1975, is conferred on the graduating senior who has demonstrated involvement as a leader and close participant in the activity to be of value to the community or our area. This year's recipient is Jordan Nicole Palais. The Delta Upsilon Good Citizenship Award, established by the Marietta College chapter of the Delta Upsilon fraternity, is given annually in honor of its members who gave their lives in World War II. The award is made to the member of the graduating class who has shown outstanding qualities in scholarship, leadership, character, and participation in extracurricular activities. The recipient of the Delta Upsilon Good Citizenship Award for 2021 is Patrick Michael Elliott. The Asa Shin McCoy Award is given to a member of the graduating class who receives his or her degree summa cum laude or magna cum laude, and who is, in the opinion of Faculty Council, worthy of the honor. This year's Asa Shin McCoy Award goes to Katie Elizabeth Kitchen. The Stephen N. and Margaret E. Schmidt Prize is given annually to the member of the graduating class who, regardless of academic standing, demonstrated the strongest desire to complete his or her education at Marietta College despite severe obstacles of any nature. The 2021 Schmidt Prize winner is Erica L. Hill. Please join me, if you would stand, all of you, one more time, please join me in congratulating these students. I also want to take a moment to recognize a particular group of pioneers graduating today who have accomplished something unique. I invite all of our graduates who are first-generation college students to stand and let us recognize them. Thank you. The distinction and prestige of every college derives from its faculty. They set the standards for teaching and learning. They establish the expectations for their students and measure their progress towards achieving those expectations, which, when met, constitute eligibility for graduation. These are the individuals about whom graduates of the college always ask, and about whom our seniors always brag. Although neither of these two individuals is able to join us today, I would like to recognize two members of our faculty, one who retired in 2020, and this is because we have not been able to be together, and one retiring this year. Dr. Roger Pataski, professor of mathematics, joined the Marietta College faculty in 1970. I was 6. He retired in 2020, capping off an amazing career of 50 years at Marietta College. If we could have a moment to recognize Dr. Roger Pataski. Sam Crowther, Associate Professor and Director of Athletic Training Education, is also retiring this year. He came to Marietta College in 1989, and he retires after 32 fantastic years. If we can recognize Professor Sam Crowther. Will Taylor Williamson please come forward? I have no idea where you're sitting. Thank you. Perfect. The Outstanding Faculty Award will be presented by Taylor Williamson, the President of the Marietta College Student Government Association.
Will Dr. Michael Morgan please come to the stage? The Outstanding Faculty Award was established by Student Senate in 1984 and is presented each year to the member of faculty who demonstrates excellence in teaching and college involvement. The winner is nominated by students and is selected by the Student Government Association. Congratulations to this year's recipient of the Outstanding Faculty Award, Dr. Michael Morgan. Will Katie Kitchen please come to the stage? The William Bay Irvine Medal is named for our president from 1948 to 1963, a man noted for his selfless devotion to Marietta College. The medal is based on the qualities of leadership, scholarship, loyalty, and service to the college. This person was nominated and chosen by her peers based on the previously mentioned criteria. It is my pleasure to announce the outstanding member of the class of 2021, Katie Kitchen.
Congratulations to all of our award winners, students, and faculty. Thank you very much. Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker. Technology pioneer, sports connoisseur, parent of college-age kids, and philanthropist Michael Salvino, a 1987 graduate of Marietta College. At Marietta College, I'm always proud of how we encourage our students to think about the ways they can impact the world. Mike Salvino has been looking for ways to make a difference each and every day, and he has made a major impression here at Marietta College. We're also proud of our more than 25,000 alumni, better known as the Long Blue Line, and we appreciate any chance to highlight these outstanding individuals. Today is again one of those opportunities. Michael Salvino has enjoyed a successful career in the technology industry and is now leading a Fortune 500 company. Salvino is the president and CEO of DXC Technology, the world's leading independent end-to-end IT services company that serves over 6,000 private and public sector customers with 138,000 employees in 70 countries and on 6 continents. And I figure he's working on the 7th one. A role he has held since September 2019. Salvino has served on the DXC Board of Directors since May of 2019. As an alumnus and the parent of college-age kids, Mike knows how meaningful commencement is to the students, their parents, and those closest to them. I know he is excited to return to campus and congratulate each and every one of you today. Salvino earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Industrial Engineering in 1987 from Marietta College, where he was also on the men's basketball team. Mike continues to be an avid sports fan, especially basketball and baseball. He is an active member of the college's Board of Trustees and has served as the chair of the Finance Committee. Prior to joining DXC, Mike served as the managing director of Carrick Capital Partners from 2016 to 2019, where he was directly involved with Carrick's portfolio companies and insourcing new investments and growing and managing large-scale tech-abled service businesses. From 2009 to 2016, Salvino served as Group Chief Executive of Accenture Operations, one of Accenture's 5 businesses, where he led a team of more than 100,000 consulting and outsourcing professionals focused on providing business process outsourcing, infrastructure, security, and cloud services to deliver business value and drive productivity and digital improvements for customers. He has also held leadership roles in the HR outsourcing business at Hewitt Associates and at Exalt Incorporated. It is indeed a distinct honor that our graduates will receive a keynote address from someone with such an accomplished and diverse background. I've had the privilege of getting to know Mike on a personal level since I arrived 5 years ago, and I know he will do an outstanding job speaking directly to you and delivering an impactful message. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mike Salvino.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, thanks for that introduction. And first of all, thanks to the Board of Trustees, the faculty, the administration, and all the alumni of Marietta College for this honor, because it's truly an honor to be able to address the class of 2021. Now, class of 2021, this is a huge achievement. What I hope you do today is take time to celebrate it. And all I want to do today is talk about you and your future. So I'm going to take roughly about 5 minutes, as I think I've got some suggestions that you can tack on to Leah's suggestions along with Jackie's suggestions that are going to help you both personally and professionally. All right, so let's get started with those suggestions. Let's talk a little bit about your career. In terms of your career, your early career will be divided up into 2 5-year blocks. The first 5 years, all your employer is looking to do and to see from you is hard work. They will train you. They will give you the skills you need to be successful in that organization. And all they want to see from you is hard work. Now, what do I mean by that? Show up on time, make yourself available after hours, make yourself available on the weekends. What do you guys think of when I say that? Sounds like a Marietta College career, fair enough? I mean, Marietta College has prepared you so well for your first 5 years of whatever you do because of one thing, and that's your work ethic. Each one of you is leaving Marietta College with a great work ethic. And my only advice to you, don't lose it. Keep going. That's going to make you incredibly successful in your first 5 years. Now, years 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, the key to those years is becoming a subject matter expert. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is be known for something. Look at your faculty over here, your professors. They are experts in their field, experts in English, experts in accounting and engineering. And what that means is they publish and people go to them for advice. In those years, you have to be known for something. Make sure that people come to you for advice. Now, beyond 10 years, there is one thing and one thing only that will determine how high you go, how many people you lead, and so forth. And that one thing is judgment. Now, judgment, that's a function of making good decisions and also building trust in others, along with making sure that people trust you. So what I want to talk a little bit about is how do you build trust? What are 3 easy ways to build trust with you and somebody else? The first one is just do what you said you were going to do. Meaning if you told me you were going to call me today at 5, call me today at 5. Could be as simple as that, not 5:01, not 5:05, at 5. Or it could be as complex as delivering a big project at the end of the month. But the key thing is do what you said you were going to do. Now, in my speech, I'm going to have 3 participatory parts. This is the first one. So to basically illustrate my point, I'm going to tell you all a riddle. And at the end, it's a multiple choice question. Don't get all fired up, right? But I'm going to ask for a show of hands in terms of what you all think the right answer is to the riddle. Fair enough? You with me? Come on. You guys are going to be all right. All right. So the riddle is there's 3 frogs on a log. One of them decides to jump. So how many frogs are there on the log now? Answer number 1 is 0, meaning the first frog jumped, startled the other 2 frogs, they jumped too. So the first answer is 0. The second answer is it's basic math, right? The first frog jumped, 3 minus 1 has always been 2. It's always 2 also at Marietta. So there's 2 frogs on the log. Or the third answer is there's still 3 frogs on the log. Why? Because the frog decided to jump. It didn't actually jump. So show of hands, how many think that the right number is 0? Dude, are you serious? Okay. How many think that it's 2? Okay, now how many think it's 3? See how smart you guys are? That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. So what's the moral of the riddle? The moral of the riddle is don't decide just to do stuff, do it. Make sure you do what you say you're going to do. That builds trust. Now, second way to build trust is be direct, but don't be disrespectful. What do I mean by that? I'm a big proponent that you all will go into the world. You need to use your voices. You definitely need to use your voices. But there's a time and a place for everything. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, look, guaranteed the people that you all are going to go work with or go deal with your next degree and so forth, trust me, they're not waiting for you all to show up and give them all this Marietta College wisdom. Now, if they ask you a question, though, answer it how you think it should be answered based on what you think. I've seen too many young folks, right, answer questions around what they think I want to hear. When I ask a question, I definitely want to hear what you have to say, all right? But be very respectful around when you use your voice. Also, second thing, always invoke the 24-hour rule. Now, what's the 24-hour rule? Look, as you enter the next world, right, your life, things are going to be really good and things are going to go bad. And what I'm coaching you in terms of the 24-hour rule is do not, if something goes wrong, take the email, take the Twitter, take the Instagram, whatever it is, and start giving your point of view. Okay? Wait for 24 hours. Things always look different in the morning. Trust me, all right? You will feel a lot better that you didn't do it in the moment. And look, if you wake up the next day and you still think something's a good idea, or you think you're still upset about something, that's when you action it. Because you're going to be a lot more rational and a lot more calm about how you deal with the situation. Again, that builds trust. And then the last thing is this, right? It's the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Now, all of you will be leaders at some point in time. As you go in to your next phase of life, or as Leah says, paint the next canvas, what you want to be able to do is look at the leaders. Look at the people that you're working with. How do they treat people? And what I have always found is that if you treat others the way you want to be treated, everybody will want to work with you and you'll be a good leader, okay? So as you think about that canvas, as you think about also what Jackie said in terms of trust, remember, first 5 years, work hard, second 5 years, subject matter expertise, and all along the way, continue to develop that sense of judgment and trust. Fair enough? Okay, the second participatory part of the speech is that I asked you guys, I hope that you spend time today celebrating your success. And I can't imagine come to a celebration without a gift. So what's going to happen is as you all walk across this stage and get your diploma, like President Rude said, you're going to go back there and take a picture, but then you're going to go to this table over here. And what I've brought for you all is I've brought for you guys this nice beach bag, okay? I know you guys are sitting there going, what in the world am I going to do with the beach bag? But inside the beach bag is a brand new computer. So each one of you listen, each one of you is going to get the brand new computer. Come on, I'm a technology guy. What did you guys think I was going to get you? All right? Now, look, I got to believe those computers you've been using are beat up, right? They're probably a little, aged and so forth, because we all know that technology is basically done after 2 or 3 years. So I'm hoping that my gift to you, because I'm proud of what you all have done, is something that you guys can use as you start your career, okay? Now, third participatory point. You'll realize there's always strings attached to every gift. Come on, this isn't going to be that hard, all right? Nothing's free in life. So as you watch your classmates walk across this stage, the one thing I want you to do is I want you to make a mental list of everybody that has helped you achieve what you've achieved today. Because it's a great accomplishment. There is no question that this is going to be one of the single biggest accomplishments of your life. All right? And the key thing is never miss the opportunity to say thank you. So before the end of the day, whether it's a faculty member, whether it's an administration, whether it's a classmate, or whether or not it's your parents, say thanks. Okay? Now, in the bag, what you will find is you'll also find a card. On the front of the card, you'll see a little note from me, and on the back, you'll see all my suggestions. What I hope you do is store this card somewhere. Come back to it every once in a while, because I honestly believe those suggestions will help you personally and professionally. Okay? So look, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. If I can ever do anything for you, call. Congratulations again, and thank you so much for letting me talk.
So you thought we were just giving you masks. Yeah, okay. And then you thought we were just giving you beach bags, all right? Thank you so much, Michael. And now we have a little surprise for Mr. Salvino. Could I invite Janet and Matt to come up? And Mr. Salvino, can I invite you to come and stand to my left? Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I'm honored to present to you our honorary degree recipient. And this is the part, let me remind you, this is your part, Matthew. Mike's wife, Denise, son, Matthew, and daughter, Morgan, are with us. Matthew's on his way to medical school at Duke University. And I told Michael that I'm going to tell Matthew that, guess what, Matthew? Dad's going to be a doctor before you are, okay? 1 for Dad, +1 for Dad. He's shaking his head. Mike graduated from Marietta College, as you know, in 1987 with an industrial engineering major. He's currently the president and CEO of DXC Technology, publicly traded Fortune 500 company in the IT services industry. Prior to joining DXC, he held other leadership positions in IT, financial services, and human resources, including Cara Capital Partners, Group Chief Executive at Accenture, and President of the Americas at Exalt. Throughout the years, Mike Salvino has exhibited strong support for the college through his generosity of time, talent, and treasure. He and his family's foundation have made numerous substantial gifts in support of a variety of areas of the college, including student academic awards, student internships, the student food pantry, information technology support, athletics, as well as gifts specifically designated to directly support faculty salaries. In addition to the financial support Marietta College has received, Mr. Salvino and his family foundation have exhibited a strong sense of philanthropy to a variety of other charitable organizations, primarily in support of K-12 education, cancer research, and athletic development. He has served as a McDonough Center visiting executive. He was a member of the College's Science and Engineering Advisory Council, and for the past 10 years he has served on Marietta College's Board of Trustees. He has distinguished himself as a trustee, particularly through his instinct related to investments, financial management, and information technology. His strong support for education is also exhibited through his service on the Board of Visitors to the Duke University Pratt School of Engineering. He has received numerous awards from a variety of professional organizations in recognition of his leadership and financial acumen. Awarding Mr. Salvino an honorary degree from his alma mater will hopefully be a most fitting capstone to his many honors and awards. Mike, beyond your business success, you have achieved great success in your service and philanthropy. Your commitment to service has been exhibited in a variety of ways. You have been a great friend of the college for many years. You have both given generously to the college of your time, your talent, and your treasure. Therefore, in honor of your lifelong and dedicated service to others and to Marietta College, and based upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the Board of Trustees of Marietta College is pleased to confer the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, upon Michael J. Salvino. Congratulations. I'm sure I'll hear about that at lunch, Matthew, so keep your thoughts coming. Mike, thank you for being here today and sharing your experiences and wisdom with us. Your generous support to your alma mater has always been greatly appreciated, and your words and encouragement today for others hopefully will do the same. This is a time where presidents are supposed to have all this great wisdom for you guys, pandemic or not. Well, remember the year 2020. It started out with the fires in Australia. And that was supposed to be the story of the year. Well, then there was the toilet paper shortage. And that was supposed to be the story of the year. And then this pandemic deal showed up. Wow, what a year. A lot of things have happened this year, and you had to bear more than you thought you ever would going to college. But I just hope you know that through the difficult and good, you've also been brave. You've been brave in a very beautiful and honest way. And no matter what the progress you feel that you have not made, you are still growing as you move forward. You know, early in this pandemic, I was wondering if everything that happened was because I forgot to forward the email to those 10 people I was supposed to. And think about it, right? And who would have ever thought, this is a great one, who would have ever thought that it was okay, if not required, to put a mask on and go into a bank and ask for money? And they gave it to you, and you didn't get into trouble. Wow. But we made it, and we made it together. Many, many people often come up to me and thank me, and they thank the leadership of this college for all the in-person learning success in the past year. I'm proud to tell them that I did not do it. Students and faculty and our staff did it. We did it together. We set up some rules, goofy as they might have been. That old Marietta College cocktail again. We followed the rules to the best of our ability, and we got through it. I've not had a chance to say something to you guys as a group, and so I'd like to do that right now. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all you did, and in some cases, thank you for not doing some stuff, okay? Last year, and that caused all our success. As we look forward to celebrating the future, let me give you a little insight what we're thinking about. 13 and a half years, this college is going to be 200 years old in the year 2035. I know that seems like a long ways away, but it's not. In that year or before then, a number of environmental and energy things are going to happen. By 2023, the United States Postal Service will only have hybrid and electric vehicles. By 2025, the same for Jaguar. By 2030, the same for Volvo. By 2035, the same for General Motors and Honda. By 2040, Uber, if it's still around, and you guys haven't invented something new, they'll require zero emissions, and FedEx and Ford will be carbon neutral. This will occur all before this class celebrates its 20th anniversary. Think about that. Lots going to happen. As a president, I give a lot of advice to college graduates, and I know that you're going to have a lot of jobs before you turn age 40. It's different from a lot of people in my generation, Mike's generation, your folks' generation, that went to work for one company for 35 or 40 years. And think of these jobs, maybe even write these jobs down. They sound crazy, but they're going to exist. Media remixer, telesurgeon, human technology integration specialist, self-driving transportation engineer, productivity officer, personalized preventive healthcare coach, Marietta College Intermodal Transportation Center electronics specialist. It's an inside joke for those of you that know about Intermodal Transportation Center. Online chaperones for cybersecurity, robot mechanics, something that might be real, maybe too soon, space tour guide to the International Space Station, hydrogen fuel station manager. Remember, several years ago, and it's true today, Albert Einstein said, we cannot solve the problems by using the same kind of thinking we used to create them. And you're going to be able to change this world. We've given you all the tools you need: critical thinking, problem solving, knowledge building skills. You got to realize that something is changing and will continue to change, and the skills to adapt to that new environment. If we have failed, you will not only be able to fail to solve the problem, but you may miss out new opportunities. We are so happy and proud to have been part of the process that have helped you take another step that's going to be an absolutely bright future. As you leave Marietta College and you succeed, I encourage all of you to take some of this advice, and as you do, take time to give. Give to your family, give to your friends, give to your nation and the world. Give your time and where possible other resources. Come back, return to Marietta College and share with our students what you have learned in this crazy and changing world. In a few short months, it sounds like a long time, but in a few short months, the class of 2025 will be here to begin the journey that you are now completing. Like you, they will become part of the continuing legacy that symbolizes the Pioneer family and that long blue line. From this member of the family, thank you for making this a memorable day. Thank you for making Marietta College the wonderful place that it is. And thank you for giving me the privilege of serving you. Now, are you ready to graduate? All right. It's the time for the granting of degrees. Will Provost Bland please come forward for the conferring of the degrees?
President Rude, on behalf of the faculty, I have the honor to present the candidates for degrees and to certify they have fulfilled the required conditions of residence, attendance, and scholarship, and that they are worthy to take their place in the illustrious company of Marietta College alumni. Will all degree candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Marietta College, I now confer upon those who have fulfilled all the requirements of the appropriate degree as certified by the faculty of Marietta College with all the ancient rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining, and welcome you into the company of educated women and men. We present to you as evidence of this award a diploma inscribed with your name, indicating academic honors earned, signed by the proper officials, and bearing the great seal of Marietta College. All yours, Janet.
Candidates, please be seated. Will Christy Burke please join us on stage? And will the marshals now prepare to bring forward the graduates for presentation of diplomas?
First, the candidates for the degree of Masters of Arts in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Tara Marie Carlson. Next, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts. Victoria Suzanne Hughes. Next, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Music. Lauren Jane Eckel. Sadie A. Johnson. Hannah Christine Miller. Cameron Raquel Stanton. Next, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science. Sienna Elizabeth Ehlers. Maya R. Busamra. Kathleen Elizabeth Conkle. Jared M. Crawford. Hayden Joseph Daly. Joshua David Daniel. April Leone Davis. Aaliyah J. Duritza. Grace E. Gebhardt. Casey Thomas Gossett. Peyton Joseph Hall. Madeline Elaine Hawkins. Isaac Joseph Huffman. L. Sophia Kemp. Grace Gail Knapp. Caitlin Diane Lafferty. Teresa Angela LaGreca. Julia Palmer Lasco. Riley J. Malatak. Brittany Anna Martin. Ryan Francis McGinnis. Sarah Kathleen McNear. Allison Nicole Murphy. Brandon Eugene Neville. Jordan Nicole Pillay. Adeline Grace Posty. Cash M. Presnell. James C. Rasnick. Danielle Diane Reed. Samantha Renee Rittenauer. Courtney Brooke Shine. Caitlin M. Shine. Kevin C. Short. Kara M. Stoltz. Vivian Rose Thomas. Abigail M. Thompson. Maxwell J. Tice. Ashley Lucille Chudy. Courtney Shane Weirs. Chloe Sky Williams. Next, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Engineering. Abdulaziz A.H.B. Alajmi. Munira Ahmed Ali Alawad. Ali Sharkar Abalushi. Khalid Alanezi. Abdullah Al-Falakawi. Ali Faisal Ali. Abdulaziz Almuteri. Abdul Razak Al Najm. Shahad Abdullah Al Naimi. Ali A.J.M. Al Safar. Ali H.J.M. Al-Safar. Saad Al-Samari. Khalid W.S.E. Al-Shitan. Anas Muhammad Al-Sharik. Abdulaziz K.H.Y.M.A. Al-Shamali. Hassan M. Ashkaini. Louis Angel Chow. Victoria Lynn Klarchek. Alexander Macaulay Diamond. Jacob Cameron Dinan. Quinn Hecker. Daniel Lewis Heiser. Raymond T. Huckel. Henry Ivey. Isaac Matthew Lohr. Kyle M. Matosky. Ryan James Miller. Prithvir Kumar Sarkar. This student is also a candidate for a Bachelor of Arts degree. Olivia Catherine Schaefer. John Philip Stover. Grant B. Swan. Next, the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Audrey Lynn Albright. Dylan M. Albright. John R. Allen. Logan Christian Allward. Brecklin Andrew Dane Baker. Cheyenne P. Barker. JC Elaine Barth. Jeremy Joseph Booth. Caleb Craig Battle. Bailey R. Brooks. Nicholas G. Brown. Carly Marie Bruns. Jayla Nicole Caldwell. Caitlin Louise Carpenter. Donna Lorraine Conaway. Brady O. Cottom. Ian S. Darling. Catherine Ann Dries. Elijah Hogan Edged. Patrick Michael Elliott. Jason J. Ellis. Bishop L. Ford. Bryce Everett Gandy. Amber Kristen Gardner. Hannah E. Garofalo. Catherine T. Gaddis. Abby Early Gonzalez. Lindsay Nicole Gortner. Destiny L. Grimm. Reagan A. Haas. Jared Clark Hall. Kelsey A. Hall. David Nathan Hanning II. Stephen J. Harris. Justin Wayne Harvey. Brittany K. Kale. Seamus K. Keneally. Katie Elizabeth Kitchen. Caitlin Kovacheski. Brendan Edward Lacarato. Elizabeth Ann Labar. Gavin Scott Linkus. Madison Elizabeth Liston. Abigail Marie Littman. Joshua Sweeney Loudon. Georgia Jean Micah. Ariana Vanessa Maurer. Stephanie Marie McAfee. Daniel Elias McCartney. Madison M. McCormick. Catherine Marie McElroy. Jacqueline D. Mulvane. Kenneth L. Myers. Madeline Ann Nader. Graham Nesselrode. Casey L. Neville. U Niue. Hana Nishikawa. Anna Elizabeth Gaytree Oster. Dakota James Penquite. Katen Rain Petty. Robert Jeffrey Phillips. Okay, Robert Jeffrey Phillips, again. Troy Kenneth Pontius. Laura E. Pullins. William Ryan Rafferty. Katie Brianne Rao. Hannah Marie Richardson. Embry Claire Roberts. Samuel J. Rojas. Isabel Margaret Romaine. Leah Marie Seaman. Manning Bennett Shaw IV. Emily Catherine Smith. Tisha Marie Smith. Carson David Snyder. Stephanie Lynn Seidenstricker. Patrick Thomas Taylor. Aubrey K. Tier. Joseph Byron Tucker. Timothy Maxwell Turner. Jonathan M. Vasey. Ellen Mary Vitchell. Madison J. Vinskovich. Kaylee Deanne Walton. Peng Wong. Shantae Victoria Watson. Jared M. Weiss. Nathaniel Alden Westfall. Nolan R. Weatherald. Alexandria E. Williams. Allison M. Wiseman. Feng Wei Shu. That's it. Sure.
Good job, Sheberg.
Thanks.
Well done.
Hold on. One more to sit. Okay, will the graduates please stand and be recognized one more time as a group? Congratulations. Now keep standing, and the ceremonial turn of the tassel. Please all turn your tassels over to the left-hand side. Now you're real. Over on this side. Okay, one more time. Turn around and thank all those nice people behind you. And then turn around one more time and thank Mr. Mike Salvino for those nice beach bags. Now, stay standing, and could I invite everyone else to please rise? The concert choir on video will sing the Marietta College alma mater, Time-Honored Marietta. Please be seated. Congratulations to all of you, our newest graduates of Marietta College and members of the Alumni Association and the Long Blue Line. Unfortunately, we regret that we are unable to host our standard reception. In a moment, our ushers will dismiss families and friends by row to proceed to the tables in the back, where you will pick up a goodie bag with a few items to take with you. Students, after you leave the building, there will be another station for you to pick up your goodie bag outside. Please remain at your seat until the platform party trustees, faculty, and students recess outside and wait to be dismissed by the ushers. It gives me the greatest pride and pleasure to pronounce the 184th commencement of Marietta College concluded. Congratulations to everyone.